A long time ago, there was a military vehicle that Arnold Schwarzenegger loved to chomp cigars in. That gave way to a consumer vehicle that got a little bit smaller but still held true to its off-road and militaristic roots. And then one day, poof, it was gone. And then because 2020 can't get weird enough, it is back. It is reborn. This is the all-new GMC Hummer EV. That's right, this is a monstrous, off-road capable electric vehicle. So this is GMC's first salvo with the Hummer EV, and they're coming out firing because this is the first edition. This is the most expensive, top of the hill, fully loaded big dog, and it's $113,000, but it might be worth it, and we'll get to the why of that in a minute. What you should know though, this is powered by 3 electric motors that combine for 1,000 horsepower, and GMC likes to tout that it has 11,500 pound-feet of torque. But that's being a little bit deceptive because they're measuring that down at the wheels after gearing reduction and all that. We're estimating at the motors combined, it's probably between 800 and 1,000 pound-feet of torque, which is still awesome. This also has a watts to freedom driving mode that lets this hulking beast rip from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. That's wild. And I'm told these very cool shackles are gonna make it to production. This is how you're gonna see it when you see it on the road. So you can see it is still very much a Hummer-looking vehicle from the side, but just modernized. It's almost like a Hummer concept car that happens to be the production version. This bed is a little bit on the small side, but I think with the tailgate down, you're doing 2 dirt bikes in the back, you throw mountain bikes over the tailgate, but it is a multi-function tailgate, so there's a step, you know, just like the GMC Sierra pickup truck. Big wheels and tires, standard 35-inch units, and it can fit 37s, which is massive. We are almost close to 40-inch trophy truck tires on production vehicles, and that is bananas. Everybody loves Easter eggs in their vehicles these days. GMC is no exception to that, apparently. Now this, you can tell, is an H for the Hummer EV, but the headlights, look closely at them, there's an H there. There's a topographic looking map inside that's actually the Sea of Tranquility on the moon, because the designers here consider this a moonshot and have taken inspiration from the Apollo program. The stomp pedal is in the shape of Neil Armstrong's boot, which is kind of amazing. Hidden under here is a thumbs up symbol, because if you can see that and it's upside down, it becomes a thumbs down symbol, so you want to try to avoid that one. There's stuff like that hidden all throughout this. So sliding inside of the GMC Hummer EV Edition 1, it feels simultaneously a little bit cramped and also big in here. That's because there's plenty of room in that back seat, but up here, it's right in your face with this gigantic screen. Now the display itself looks great and there's tons of information. Toggle switches are always cool in off-road vehicles, and you got another huge display in front of you right here. The windshield is tiny, but above me are clear glass panels, and even cooler than that, these glass panels can be removed and stored in the front trunk or frunk space. The body is so stiff thanks to the Ultim battery pack beneath us. This is a very interesting space. The seat feels comfortable. The design is very interesting, very concept car-ish again, but this is a production spec thing. And then the quality of the displays is wonderful. This would be a really great vehicle to drive with these off on a beach somewhere, maybe in Baja. It definitely gives you the feeling of wanting to go on an adventure while you're sitting in here. So like I said earlier, GMC is coming out with the most expensive first edition version first. And that's a bold move, but this is a bold vehicle, so I get why they're doing it. And the specs on this are grabbing people's heads and minds because they're crazy. I already told you 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, which is bananas. You put this into the terrain driving mode, it raises the suspension 2 inches. There's a mode called extract driving mode, which raises it 6 inches. And now your approach angle is 50 degrees. The Rubicon can't do that. The Defender can't do that. That is an insane amount, and you can drive through 2 feet of water like it was nothing. And don't worry, there's battery tech, but you're safe. It's all protected. There's also a crab walk mode, where this thing can move sideways. There's so many modes. There's great storage in that seat. There's a power folding glass back there. This is the top spec version, but if you want the other cheaper versions, you're gonna have to wait a little bit because they're gonna roll out year after year. The next one to come out will be a step below this. It's the GMC Hummer EV 3X. Then after that becomes the 2X, which only uses 2 motors instead of 3 motors. The base one will be the GMC Hummer EV 2. So the Hummer is back. It's under the GMC banner. It's all electric. It's crazy. It's expensive. It's fast. It's wild. It is a vehicle deserving of the Hummer namesake. And on top of that, how cool does this light bar look?